Hey guys, welcome to this restorative yoga class. Today we are going to be really taking our time to enjoy just pausing and breathing deeply into our bodies, allowing ourselves time to really relax and get a nice deep stretch. For those of you who have never done restorative yoga before or who have never been exposed to restorative yoga before, restorative yoga is a form of yoga where we utilize props and we rest in the postures for an extended period of time in order to allow ourselves to engage the parasympathetic nervous system, or rather to engage our relaxation response. It's an amazing form of yoga for really allowing yourself to rest, to get a nice deep stretch, and to restore. So I'd like to invite you to go and grab as many big cushions as you have around the house. Go and grab a couple of pillows from the bed. Grab yourself some blankets if you are in a cold environment. Just grab yourself some blankets or put a heater on nearby if you need to. Just make sure that you're nice and comfortable so that you can really soften and relax into the postures. If you've got a couple of yoga blocks handy, then awesome, keep those nearby. Otherwise, just cushions will do. When you're ready, you can meet me back on your mats with your cushions. And we're going to start today on our backs. So you're going to come down onto your mat with the soles of your feet together, your legs in a diamond shape. So soles of the feet not too close to the groin, rather further away. You can grab your blocks or some extra cushions and just keep those nearby. And then utilize a cushion or a pillow for behind your back. Very softly lower down onto your back and just adjust and wriggle around a little bit. Get nice and comfy. Make sure that you are properly supported, that your neck is not hanging back or feeling uncomfortable in any way. And then allow your knees to drop out to the sides. And you want to feel a little bit of a stretch and opening happening in your hips and in your inner thighs. But we're going to take the pressure off of our hips because obviously we don't want to be sitting here tensing and holding onto any tension. So I'd like you to take your blocks or cushions and just place them underneath the outside edges of your thighs, sort of in line with the outer hip, just to stop the knees from dropping out too far, causing discomfort or pain. So really just setting yourself up so that you can lay in this posture for an extended period of time without there being pain or any major discomfort. And I'd like you to just close down your eyes and relax your shoulders. And we're going to begin to engage a nice, slow, deep breath to help us to really relax and soften. So once you have done all your adjustments and found your most comfortable position, you can rest your hands on your inner thighs or on your pelvis or on the belly, whatever feels best for you. And we're going to exhale fully. And inhale for a count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that breath for 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 6, hold. 3, exhale. 6, hold. 3, inhale. 6, hold. 3, if possible, exhale for 8, hold. 3, inhale. 6, hold. 3, exhale. 8, hold. 3. Continue breathing like this at your own count. Notice if there's anywhere that you can allow to soften, release, and relax. Perhaps you feel now you can move your cushions or blocks ever so slightly further out, allowing your knees to drop a little bit further down, allowing your thighs to open a little bit more. Maybe not. It's entirely up to you. With each breath, allow yourself to relax deeper and deeper into the posture. Just acknowledging any areas of tension, any sensations that you might be feeling in the body. And then returning gently back to the breath. Inhaling for a count of 6. Holding for a count of 3. And exhaling for a count of 6 or 8. Allow yourself to remain present by focusing in on the breath, holding this posture for one more slow, deep breath in and out. Good job. Very gently blinking your eyes open, bringing your hands to the outside edges of your thighs, just gently helping your knees come back together. And then very gently bringing your knees up to your chest for a second. Just give your ankles a few gentle circles here. Spread and crunch the toes. And then gently make your way up to seated. Moving your blocks or your cushions off to the side for a moment. And extending the legs out in front of you. So we're going to take it into a hamstring stretch. So just take a moment to adjust your hips. Remember, we grab the seat and we pull the flesh out from under us, helping to adjust our hips forwards for a deep forward fold. What you can do here as well is you can grab a block, if you like, and place it underneath your seat. And then what you do is you can scoot yourself forwards, which will also help to tilt your hips forwards. So that's an option if you like. If you feel more comfortable off of the block, by all means, stay flat on the ground. And we're going to build a little tower of pillows or blocks or whatever it is that you've got available to you on our thighs so that we can fold into this forward fold comfortably and without any work on our part. So it's a passive stretch again. So you're going to take a nice deep breath in, lift up through the crown of the head, roll the shoulders back, and just draw the belly in for a moment here. Feel the engagement in the core. Gently press down through the thighs, just engaging through your legs. Maybe you can flex your toes towards your shins for a sec, just acknowledging whatever's going on for you in your body. And then very gently begin to fold forwards onto your cushion or tower of cushions. Make it a little bit higher up to begin with. And as we hold this posture, you can always remove a few blocks and cushions. So just getting nice and comfy. This might take a little bit of moving around, a little bit of adjusting with different cushions and seeing what works best for you. And when you feel ready, you can just gently release your head down onto your cushions, resting your arms at your sides, and just close down the eyes. Again, you can either bring the forehead down or the side of your head, whatever feels best for you. And just begin to engage that same breath of inhaling for 6, holding for 3, and exhaling for 6 or 8. And if you feel like you can go a little bit deeper, maybe you don't feel like you're getting enough of a stretch with your whole tower of pillows, then by all means just take another cushion out from under you and set yourself up so that you are feeling a stretch. Just acknowledge what's going on in your upper back, what's going on in your lower back, in your hips, the backs of the legs. Feel free to use your arms as well. You're welcome to bring your arms under your forehead. Just set yourself up in a way that you can really soften here. Focusing in on the breath. Inhaling for a count of 6. Holding for 3. Exhaling for 6 or 8. If you feel as though you can maybe go a little bit deeper, maybe just moving your cushions a little bit further away from you, giving yourself that space to be able to drop a bit lower into the fold. So just being aware of maybe not stopping your body from folding by blocking yourself with your cushions. If, however, you feel like you're getting a beautiful stretch and you're feeling nice and relaxed where you are, then please, by all means, stay where you are. Notice if there's anywhere that you are holding yourself tense. And if you are, just consciously imagining your breath going to those areas of tension and consciously choosing to relax anywhere that feels particularly tight. And if perhaps you feel like you can go a tiny bit deeper, then by all means, just making the necessary adjustments. by removing a cushion, or even adding a cushion if you need to, if you feel like you've gone too deep. Remember, we want to engage the relaxation response, and you can't do that if you are in pain. So we want to utilize props to be able to become comfortable in the stretches, comfortable in the postures, so that we can relax. Holding here for one more nice, slow, deep breath. And very gently making your way back up. And this time we're going to open the legs out slightly. So just opening your legs to about mat distance, or if you are particularly flexible, you are more than welcome to open your legs even wider. And just take a hold of the seat again and pull the flesh out from underneath the seat, making sure that you are on those seat bones. And again, just building your little tower. If you've got yoga blocks, it's sometimes nice to just utilize 2 yoga blocks to build a little bit of a tower. If you don't have yoga blocks, just building yourself a little tower with your cushions, whatever is accessible to you. That feels like it's going to be quite nice. So just setting yourself up where it is comfortable for you, knees and toes staying up towards the ceiling. So again, just being aware of feet flopping out to the side, and this is just general form cues to be aware of. So knees and toes to the ceiling. And then again, just utilizing your arms if you like to just rest your forehead down. Or you can lie directly onto your cushions. Or you can turn your head to the side, whatever feels best for you. And just closing down the eyes. And just breathing nice and slow and deep. Honoring and acknowledging whatever it is that you might be feeling, whatever's going on in your body. Just allowing yourself to completely relax. Connecting with the breath. Breathing in for a count of 6. Holding momentarily at the top. And exhaling for a count of 6 or 8. And try not to force yourself here to go too deep. Just allow your body to soften, to fall to wherever it wants to be. Allowing each breath to relax you deeper and deeper down. Remaining present by focusing on the breath, consciously relaxing the body. And if you feel like you can go a tiny bit deeper, maybe just lowering yourself ever so slightly, maybe not. Remember, you want to be at a level where you can still relax. So if you feel like you are forcing it in any way, then back off. Just grab yourself another cushion and lift yourself up a little bit more. There's no need to force anything here. This is your time to be restored and renewed, your time to release and to relax. Holding for one more nice deep breath. And gently making your way up. Alrighty, we're going to make our way down onto our backs, so you can just move your cushions and your blocks or your blankies off to the side again for a moment. Bring your legs back together nice and gently. If you like, you can just give your ankles and your knees a few gentle circles here. And then very gently come down the mat. Take a hold of the backs of your thighs as you very gently roll down onto your back. And if you feel the need, you can softly rock the knees gently here. And we're going to take it into our last posture, which is going to be a spinal twist on each side. So I'd like to invite you to cross your right thigh over your left thigh, thigh to thigh. Grab your cushions or your block and just keep them nearby on the left side of you. Sort of in line with your upper thigh, your left upper thigh. And take a deep breath in and just reach your arms out to the sides. You're welcome to also use a cushion under your head if you like here. If your head feels more comfortable on a cushion, you're more than welcome to set yourself up with a cushion under your head. Reach your arms out to the sides, taking a very nice, slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently release your knees to the left. So just dropping the legs over to the left nice and slowly. And you can use your cushion or your block here just to stop your knees or thighs from falling too far over to the side, causing any discomfort or pain in the back. And you can either keep your gaze directly up, or if you like, turn your gaze to the right. And just breathe nice and slow and deep here. Inhaling for a count of 6. Holding for a count of 3. And exhaling for a count of 6 or 8. If you feel like you can go a little bit deeper with your twist, maybe moving your cushions out a little bit, or even removing your blocks and your cushions completely. It's whatever feels best for you. If you remove a cushion or a block and you feel uncomfortable, then just putting it back, readjusting. Focusing back in on the breath. Notice if you are holding on to tension anywhere. And if you are, just offering your breath to any areas of tension or discomfort. Try to relax the shoulders. Relax your jaw. Relax your hips and your thighs. Breathing deeply. And if you want to go even deeper, you're welcome to take a hold of your right thigh with your left hand, gently encouraging your thigh a little bit further down into the twist. Otherwise, just staying where you are. One more nice, slow, deep breath here. If your head is turned to the right, gently bring it back to center, release the thighs, and slowly bring your knees back to center. Unwrapping your legs and just gently rocking your knees side to side, very softly. Don't whack your knees off to the side too hard. Take it nice and easy. And if you've got a tower of cushions on your left side, then just picking them up and bringing them over to the right side. If you'd like to put a cushion underneath your head, if you've taken that away, and just adjusting, getting yourself nice and comfortable again, setting yourself up to move over to the right side now. So gently bringing your left leg, crossing your left thigh over the right. And putting your block or your cushion in line with your right outer thigh, reaching the arms out to the sides, taking a nice slow deep breath in. And as you exhale, very gently dropping your knees to the right. If you like, turning your gaze to the left. And just focusing back in on the breath. Inhaling for a count of 6. Holding for a count of 3. And exhaling for a count of 6 or 8. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, feel free to remove your cushions or your blocks from underneath your thighs. Maybe you even want to remove the one from behind your head if you have one there. And if you would like to deepen the twist even more, then you're welcome to take a hold of your left thigh with your right hand and very gently encourage your left thigh down. Remembering to utilize the breath, allowing each breath to relax you down deeper and deeper. Letting go in your neck, your shoulders. Relaxing your jaw, your hips, your thighs. One more deep breath here. Gently releasing the thigh if you've got it, or if you're holding your left thigh. Bringing your knees softly back to center, head back to center. Gently uncross the thighs. Bring your feet to the outside edges of your mat and just allow your knees to gently drop in, anchoring your lower back against the ground. Take a few slow, deep breaths here. Bringing your knees gently up into the chest. Rocking softly side to side. Give your ankles a few circles if you like. Gently release the soles of the feet down onto the mat. Reach your arms up overhead. Arch the back for a second. Big stretch through your arms. And then gently push your lower back down against the ground. Roll it over to whichever side feels best for you. Gently make your way up to seated. Crossing your legs. Placing hands together in prayer at your chest. Closing your eyes. Just take a moment here. Take a nice slow deep breath in. Gentle sigh out of the mouth. Bow your head to your heart. Take a moment to just honor and acknowledge yourself for choosing to be on your mat today. Honor and acknowledge yourself for choosing to take this time to slow down, to breathe, to be present, to be restored. Namaste.